Coach, go ahead and give an opening statement and then we'll take away the questions.
Okay. There's the game started out on, we were in fuego, a lot of positives. As Stephen F. Austin did a good job of making adjustments, we struggled getting some pretty good stops, as well as we started to turn the ball over quite a bit in that second quarter. Talked about making those adjustments out of half, came out and didn't execute, and then really it festered. Our turnovers festered, and then our inability to stop them from getting paint touches for kicks for shots, and then you saw frustration setting in, and that makes it really difficult, right? I mean, we had 24 turnovers at home, and they scored out of those, and we knew for sure that they're feast or famine with the 3-point line, and then scoring in the paint, and then they were able to do that. I mean, there's a reason why they're an undefeated team.
Coach, after that really good start in the first quarter, what were some things that was just kind of going right to get up to that really good start?
We stayed aggressive, and we did what we do well as far as moving the ball, right, and getting paint looks and paint touches. And we were aggressive defensively in that first quarter, and we didn't turn the ball over as much. I mean, then next quarter, we started to turn the ball over. We were loose. It really put a lot of pressure on our defense, which never is beneficial, right?
And what would you say, was it just like SFA's defense, or was it like a combination of the turnovers and just SFA's defense just kind of giving y'all problems, towards the end of the second quarter?
I think SFA did a good job of making the adjustments so we weren't able to get easy looks. And so that some frustration set in, whatever that might mean, right? So whether it was we had some travels as turnovers, we had somewhere we just bobbled the ball. And then when you give them those easy turnovers, that's what I call easy turnovers right off the top, or the ball literally changes possession and they can set up their offense, and it makes it really hard on your defense defensively.
Just going forward, Coach, how do you think the team can adjust if those teams who face a lot of pressure, put a lot of pressure on the ball?
We're going to have to do a better job of just making adjustments, period, whether it's pressure or not. Our turnovers didn't come from their press, right? The majority of them didn't come from the press. Those turnovers came in the half court, right? And that's where we're going to have to get better, where we have to understand that when things are going well for us, teams, they make adjustments. That's what you do. And then we have to be prepared for that and combat it with either going harder or being more crisp or making whatever that particular change is that we need to offensively. So we don't have that stress on our defense, because those are easy buckets. When you get to set up your defense, it's a lot nicer for the defensive team, right, to be able to get in position. But when you don't, and it's off turnovers or bad shots, forced shots, it puts a lot of stress on you.
What are some keys that y'all can just take away from this game? Going on the road to UGRGB, just to kind of.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Just what are some things y'all can just learn from this game to kind of, especially when you're coming off of three losses against some really tough teams, and just try to, just make some adjustments and try to just learn from this game?
I think we have to have more grit when there is a change, right? It knocks you down, and getting back up with an intent to defeat whatever that is. So get in a passing lane, box out, take care of the ball. That's the adjustment that we need to make. That's on us. It has nothing to do with whatever any opponent runs. They run what they run, and we understood that from the scout. So as they make adjustments, we need to adjust.
These matching up with SFA, this was a long-time conference travel. For the Bobcats for a very long time. This wasn't mean to be kind of playing one of those former rivals again.
It's fun. I mean, I enjoy it. I like it when our Texas teams have opportunities to play each other, no matter what the sport is, and no matter what the teams are. So I think it's always a good thing to play. Just like we play our UTSA rivalry as well, right? We played Corpus, who's NCAA tournament team as well. Those to me are always going to be some fun opportunities for our fans, but also to me, it's just having the opportunity to play some of those old school in-state rivalries.
And I don't have the stat sheet in front of me, but I know 3 players went into double figures in scoring. How does that kind of help moving into, UTR?
Yeah, it was Jalen, Chris, and Destiny tonight. I think it helps with a particular player's mentality as far as, her understanding as we evolve in our offense. This is where I can get my scores. I don't think that these women, though, are really going to be particularly focused on that, because they know we've got to be better defensively.